Alright guys, welcome to Today's Music News. I'm Jordan. I'm going to be talking through our top 10 tracks of 2020. It was a pretty bad year for music. We're going to give the festivals to attend, but give us a lot of time to listen to new music. There's a lot of new music released in 2020, and it was very hard to pick just 10 tracks, but we got there in the end. Track 1 is a band called Toddler Man and the Liaison. A song called Better Than This. These are a great band based in Cambridge that have come from the bottom right to the top, making a way to the top, from playing festivals such as Art Festival, Truck and Tram Lines. They were big as the Radio 1's Ones to Watch in 2020, which they certainly got right. They released their debut EP, Sign of the Times, last year, 2020, which offers scale, not a bad song on there. We were very lucky enough to have them play our Snake Oil Music News Bank Holiday August Cushing session, which was a challenge they set themselves as they're a heavy indie rock band. But this is like gigging, so they came along and played for us. The acoustic set was mind-blowing, top band, great lads. So this song, Better Than This, was always going to be in our top 10. Track 2 is by a band called the Lapels, with a song called All Things Down to You. These are one of the not finest bands around. They're great varied sounds from mod, indie rock, Britpop, and something there for everyone to enjoy. A very talented bunch in my opinion. For me, the drummer, Adam Bloor, he's like 16, 17, and he's one of the best drummers I've seen. You can see him play, and when I watch him, it's just absolutely mind-blowing seeing him play live. I've interviewed these guys a couple of times. They actually invited me around their gaff once to do one of these interviews, which you catch on YouTube. We had a few beers. They're massive Libertines fans, so after the interview, we just listened to the bracket of vinyl on repeat all night, and a really good night, a night I won't forget. So this is All Things Down to You, which is on 7-inch vinyl, which you can go and go yourself a copy on all their socials or on their website. So good tune, good band. Track 3 is from a singer-songwriter from Newcastle called Andrew Cushin, with a song called Where's My Family Gone? We met Andrew back in March at Nottingham Bus Trade when we went to interview Decays. We saw him sound checking and was blown away with his natural voice, and he was such a talent. We went up to him after he finished sound checking and started having a chat with him, and asked him if he wanted to do an acoustic set for us. Backstage, he said yes, sound. So we got him back there and filmed that, which you can see on the YouTube channel as well. We were absolutely speechless and blown away from this talent, this young talent what we found. He's been on a ride ever since then. Noel Gallagher took him under his wing and helped him out a bit. And Noel Gallagher actually produced and featured on the single, which was recorded in his London studio. He really is one to watch and to keep an eye on, so make sure you go onto this track. Track 4 is from a band called HAiG, with a song called True to Life. This band has been on our radar for quite some time now, from Stoke-on-Trent. It took them a while to get recognised, and they truly deserve it. Always working hard, writing new music and playing gigs when they were able to go ahead. They got signed to Manchester independent record label, 42 Records, and that's probably the best thing that ever happened to them. So they've been on a ride ever since, getting more radio play and getting the music out to a wide range of audience. I'm really pleased with these guys. Such a great band with unique and original sound. So this is their latest single, True to Life. Track 5 is from a band called Gazelle and a song called This Is My England. Absolutely top class lads who have helped and supported Jamaica right from the start of us. We got to interview them where we went to a practice room in Leicester the night before the big headline show today, which was in Leicester at Oaks Academy. Fantastic night. Fantastic band. In my opinion, they're up there with the very best musically and lyrically. This song just proves it. Outstanding stuff. That just leaves me goosebumps. Every time I listen to this song. They actually brought this song out to celebrate the 75th year of VE Day, which is absolutely a great touch. Ryan's played both our events in 2020. I really can't thank him enough, lads, for helping us out. So make sure you get onto this song, This Is My England. Track 6 is a band called Reflector and a song called Tricky Love. These lads deserve to be way more at the pecking order than they are. Very talented trio. They released their debut EP, Sage Streets Volume 1 in 2020 after their manager got his laptop nicked. So he had to go back using his old one, but he found all these tunes, which then became the EP. So I guess some positive news came out of that. Great lads. I used to see them at the practice room in Nottingham. The only bad thing I will say about these lads is that they are Forest fans. Track 7 is from another singer-songwriter, Perry Manning, with a song called Nothing to Take Me. I met Perry on the train actually, going to Birmingham. I was going walks away. I had a few beers and I saw this geezer with a guitar, and I love music and find out new music. So I started talking about music in general and about his career. He's had a career here, boy has. I actually lost contact with him for a couple of months, and I came across him on Twitter, and we started messaging and chatting again. And then he actually messaged me saying he wanted to play the Snake Hill acoustic sessions back in August, and since then we became great friends. He actually was the first artist to feature as a Snake Hill production as we filmed 2 music videos for him, one for this track and the other for Divering, which are both featured on his latest EP, It's All I've Ever Known. Track 8 is by Scott Curwen and a song called Out of Reach. Scott was one of our best finds in 2020, an unbelievable talent. We actually need to thank Simon from Creation 23 for putting it on Scott. When I first listened to his song, I instantly loved it. I had it on repeat for days, and it's such a tune. He's a rising star, and in the next couple of years, everyone will know his name. This song reminds me of like the early sound of Stone Roses, and it's one of my favourites of 2020. I'm really looking forward to his debut EP that should be out sometime 2021 that he's been working on. He's one of the nicest blokes I've met, absolute top man, so Out of Reach is definitely in the top 10 for me. Track 9 is a band called Decays with a song called TV. Signed to HAiG's Creation 23 label, this band have become leaps and bounds in the last 2 years, from playing 2 new cap venues to selling out the Manchester O2 Ritz early last year. This is going to be the biggest year in 2020, last year, sorry. Track 9 is a band called Decays with a song called TV. Signed to HAiG's Creation 23 label, this band have become leaps and bounds in the last 2 years, from playing 2 new cap venues and selling out the Manchester O2 Ritz at the start of last year. This is meant to be the biggest year for them. They had main stage festival slots, but of course, due to Corona, these didn't happen. We had a pleasure of interviewing these lads in Nottingham back in March, which you can see on our YouTube channel. They're so down to earth, and probably one of the funniest bunch we've ever met. Really good lads that you can have a laugh with. These are probably our biggest achievement to have on Snake Hill yet, and have these guys on Snake Hill, and we're very grateful for their time. Track 10 is a band called HAiG with a song called Freeze the World. HAiG is formed by ex-Catfish and bottom-end guitarist Billy Bibley. Billy left Catfish after recording their debut album The Balcony, and it didn't work out for them. He then met Joe Mooney and Carl Rutherford to complete the lineup for HAiG. They released their outstanding debut EP, Freeze the World, last year, which was very consistent, and there's not one single track on the EP that you want to skip. We had HAiG play our acoustic event in Oakham. As soon as they turned up, we thought they didn't get a message, and they had everything, like full band setup, and they just blew the roof of that place, that venue. It was an absolutely phenomenal performance, and a gig that they all needed at the time. Billy actually gave me praise for that event, coming from one of the original guitarists of one of my favourite bands. I was blown away to hear this. This is a great way to end our top 10 tracks. I just love the build up and the breakdown, and yeah, it's a perfect way to end it all. Hope you enjoy it.